Hello, spirit folk. This is Bret, and I am coming to you this week from Overland Expo East in Virginia. My very good friend Sam and I have been talking about coming out to this thing. He's been here. I think this is his third trip out to an Overland Expo. This is my first time. And so we're going to kind of see what's here and see what this expo has to offer. It is not a van life thing. It's just everything you can imagine to get you off-road as far away from campgrounds and anything that smacks of civilization. So these folks here at Overland are just trying to go as far as they can go. Places that my van with its 3.5-inch clearance certainly wouldn't be able to get to. But it's so much fun to dream. One of the themes of this channel is how to avoid the commercialism and the materialism of the world, living your life out without limitation, with as much freedom as you can possibly have, and as Thoreau said, sucking the marrow out of it for everything that it's worth. All that life experience, all that inspiration, all that great stuff, transcendent moments that we're all craving in our life. And this is a great place to think and learn about that, because there's everything here from $1.2 million Earth Roamer RV systems that are insane. $1.2 million. So everything from just the greatest example of kind of materialistic want to how to fit your little car out with a little pop-up tent that comes out the back so you can sleep in your Prius or your minivan or whatever it is to get out, again, as far as you can possibly get out. So a good question for me that comes up is what the difference is between our wants, our needs. I'm going to add a third, because we talk about that a lot, right? Wants, needs, wants, needs. There's a third category, I think, and that's dreams. So what do we want? What do we need from life? Our basic essentials. What do we want? What do we crave? What do we see and just have to have? And what do we dream about? And that's one little litmus test that Cindy and I put our cravings through. Yeah, we don't need to be out on the road in a pretty nicely fit out rig to survive. And we've wanted to do this for a long time. But we've also dreamed about it for a long time and put a lot of energy and a lot of thought. And I mean, we've had hours of conversations about what we would do and where we would go and how it would make us better people and where our values and our values and who we are intersect with that. So I kind of figured out something. A need is something that you need, right? You need food, you need shelter, you need this. A want, to me, is something that you see it and you want it. I see that and I've just got to have it. And I've got some examples of these kinds of things. Hold on. So, a little thing. I was walking by the Overland Expo merch tent, and I've been wanting one of these. I just saw it. I had to have it. It was $10. I'm like, oh, I've got to have that. No, I can do that for $10. Yeah, I got it, and it's very useful. But this is definitely a want. It popped up. Nobody's immune to that. You're walking by, and I want it. Here's a need. This is actually $200 to satisfy a need in this van because we're only two-wheel drive ProMaster. The other day, I got stuck in about a quarter inch of water on some grass. So I went out and I got some Go Tread grippy mats. They're traction mats that you put in front of the wheel. over snow, over mud, over anything when you're totally stuck in the middle of nowhere, and it'll drive you right out and kind of launch you. These are an absolute must-have when you're doing what we're doing. So that's kind of an example of, God, it's $200. I don't need it, or I don't want it actually, but I need it. And then a gimme. I just feel a craving. Like, oh, I love those mugs. Then there's that third thing, that dream. And that's what this, to me, is all about. It's about dreaming. Now everyone here is doing what I'm talking about. There are a lot of people, you know, I grew up with the maxim, the person with the most toys wins. And there's a lot of that going on here. A lot. You can just walk around going, wow, a lot of people have a lot of money to spend. But there's also a lot of people who are dreaming about what their life is going to hold next, where they're going to go next, how they're going to get there. And just the serendipitous, the random people that we're winding up camping with are kind of in that camp. There's Zach over here in this camp. He's got a Walmart tent that he picked up. This is his third expo. He's got a homemade shower that's awesome. It's like this little pump thing that he painted. It sits in the sun and then he flips a switch. He's got a hot shower in the evening. He's got a camp stove that didn't cost very much. And I was talking to Zach, and he dreams about having an off-road rig someday, and he's planning and thinking through things. And when life gives him a little extra, he's gonna kind of launch that dream. We got my friend Sam over here who's been doing overlanding for years. He's got a Land Rover, an older Land Cruiser, Toyota. He's got a bed fit out in it with drawers and all sorts of off-roading gear. He can get a lot further into the mountains than I can. Got a wraparound. You can't even see his car because it's around this wraparound batwing awning that drops down. He is living his dream, and I've been talking to Sam for years and years about this. He's living his dream, and we're here walking around going, well, what would that be like? What would that be like? What would that? That's too much. That's crazy. That's materialistic. That is just, they're just trying to get me hooked. Being mindful. And then you have Brian over here. He's got a Toyota Tacoma, and you can kind of see his ladder up into his tent that's on top of his truck. And he's got the portable shower. He's got a little portable battery fridge. He's living his dream. And we sit at the end of the day and we talk about the things we've seen. And there's not actually a lot of talk about, I'm getting this, I'm getting that, I'm going to get that's better. This little group of people, it's really been about where do I want to go in the wild, in the woods, and what do I want to explore, and what do I want to see, and who do I want to meet? Because 2 days ago, I didn't know these people, and now we're camping together and dreaming at Overland Expo East. It's a lot of fun too. There's food, and I think the best part about it is there's dogs everywhere. Cute dogs, big dogs, little dogs, just a lot of really great dogs and dog owners. You can just see all the love that they have for their dogs as they're walking around with little treat pouches, and they've got little dog beds outside their campers. Probably cost more than my camp chairs. Now, a trip to a show like this wouldn't be complete without a little camper porn. So I sought out to me, the ideal balance between simple living and overlanding. And then I showed Cindy the camper, and here's how she reacted.
I'm about to go in the Scout, which is a truck camper that fits into a truck bed. And here we go. A nice screen with the magnets. A little Dometic toilet. Some storage space here. More storage space over here. Oh my gosh, this is the kitchen. Here's the sink shower right here. That's what makes sense. And stove and fridge. Wow, it's so small and compact. Nice size bed. Look at this. Great skylight, great windows, great coverage. And what's under here? I don't know. What's under here? Oh my gosh, is this a shower? Oh, it is a shower. Wow. I wouldn't have even thought of that right there. I just thought that was a little mat. That is so cool. So cool. A nice little private area for the toilet, too. Nice. Just a little half wall. Yeah. I don't know.
Anyhow, we're going to be talking more about this maybe after the show, maybe even show you some stuff that we've walked around and filmed. Until then, keep moving and be well, everyone.
I didn't know you were going to film me because I got to go like in 5 minutes.